Today I'll show you how to render these trash bottles with these wireframes. So I already created a texture for them and I did a draft render and that's how it looks. But if I want to render its wireframe and then let's go to the hypershade and we'll create a new material and we can start with a number material and let's name it M01 first material so it's easier for us to find. And we'll apply this new material to all models. Select them and right click on your material and assign material to your model. And then select the model, select the material, go to its property, and here under color, we'll click on this checker. So instead of go to file texture and apply the texture that we created to it, what we'll do is we'll go to, I use Arnold. So I'll go to Arnold's shader and you will find AI wireframe. Okay, so apply that. And here's the AI wireframe setting. So we want to display quartz, okay, instead of a triangle. So here switch to polygons, so it will display quartz. And you can change your line color. By default is black. Okay, you can change green or red. It depends on what color you want. Okay, it doesn't update here, but if you go to render and if you start with a render, now it's done with the render. So this is the final result, how it looks. And you can see here's the polygon and here's the render. So it basically it rendered the wireframes of it. And we can go save this image. So I'll just go to file and save image. But let's go to the option box and let's do a check. So the correct setting would be the color managed image. So if you choose raw image, basically when you save your image, the image will be a little bit darker than what is shown in the render view. So a lot of time when you render your image and you save it, and you notice it's kind of different than what you see in the render view, and here's the answer. Okay, so if you choose color manage image and when you save it, the image will be exactly the same as what you show in the render view. Okay, so I'll apply and close, and then we'll go to save image, save it. Okay, so this is the quartz, the polygon setting we have choose. Remember when we apply the wireframe, we choose the polygon. This is how it looks if we choose the triangle. So basically you're going to render the triangle wireframes. Okay. And we wanted to show the polygon. Okay. So now we did the render, but the lighting, the shading doesn't look that great. We want a little bit contrast on the highlights and the shadow so we can see the volume a little bit better. So I'll go back to the hypershade, and this is material we created, M1, and for the color channel we applied a wireframe shader. So here we'll go to its ambient color and we'll apply something called ambient occlusion. Okay, so click on this checker and go to Arnold and go to shader and we'll find AI ambient occlusion. So once you applied, and we'll do another render. But before we render, let's go save this image on our view by clicking on this button. So once you click on that, this image is saved in our render view, and later on when we did a new render, we can go back and forth to check this render with new render. All right, so now let's do a new render. Okay, now you can start to see the differences on the shading and lighting. All right, render is done. So this is final render with the wireframe with ambient occlusion, and this is before, this is after. Okay, so you can see the difference, the contrast, the shading of everything. Now you can save this image. That's how you would render your model with these wireframes. Hope you enjoy it.